And our NFL prospect of the 2021 draft, day 3 of our 73-day countdown, is Zach Wilson, quarterback of BYU. Now, he may be the second quarterback taken. We're still not sure. It could be Trevor, or it's not going to be Trevor Lawrence. He's going to go number 1. It could be the Ohio State quarterback. Blanking on his name. I'm not a big fan of him. Blanking on his name. Not going to be able to think of it. But Zach Wilson could possibly go the number 2 quarterback, so let's go with him today. We'll look at his stats. We'll look at some highlight tape. We'll take some notes, and we'll just kind of see what Zach Wilson can bring to the table come draft night. So here we go. Zach Wilson, 6'3", 210, so decently tall. Obviously not as tall as Trevor Lawrence. He's got like 4 inches. I think, did we say Trevor Lawrence was 6'6"? I think we did. So, yeah, a little bit. Is he 6'6"? I got to check it now. Hopefully I wrote it down. Hopefully I did. Maybe I didn't. And I did not. Truly, truly unfortunate. But anyway, Zach Wilson, 6'3", 210. All right, quarterback 3 years for BYU. Alrighty, year number 1, freshman year in 2018. Completion percentage, 65.9%. Fantastic. 1,500 yards. He only played 9 games. So, the yards is definitely a little light, but the completion percentage is there. So I'll definitely get behind that man. 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So, yes, the touchdown to interception ratio is good. Still very light on touchdowns for being a college quarterback. You got to be at least like 25 plus. Alrighty, but he is kind of a decent dual threat. So, what did he do rushing his freshman year? He had 221 yards on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns. So 12 touchdowns in total, 3 interceptions, not terrible in 9 games played. Then in 2019, he had 62% completion percentage. So completion percentage went down when completions went up. His attempts pretty much doubled. 182 attempts in his freshman year, 319 attempts in his sophomore year. So completion percentage coming down when attempts coming up is not the greatest sign. It's a little red flag there so far. 2,382 yards, so at least the yards went up. That had to go up, so I'm definitely glad it did. But the touchdowns went down and the interceptions went up crazy. 11 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. That's not good at all. In college, pros, high school, middle school, pee-wee football, even in pee-wee football, if you have a 1-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, you should never play. You should never play football at the quarterback position again. You're over. Your career is ruined. It can go all the way down to pee-wee, folks. I do not want to see these stats anywhere. 1-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio is not good. It's trash. So he had a real bad year here, his sophomore year. Let's see what he did rushing the ball. Less rushing attempts, less rushing yards. 167 rushing yards his sophomore year with 3 touchdowns. So 14 touchdowns total, 9 interceptions, absolutely trash, and we can't even see the fumble numbers. This website does not really break down the lost fumbles well, so not great. Can we see where are these fumbles at? Is he fumbling? Can we see it? Defensive fumbles. Fumbles, forced fumbles. See, it's so lame, folks. All they have for the stats are forced fumbles and fumble recoveries. He's an offensive player. He's not recovering fumbles. I hate this website because of it. This is the only flaw I have in the website. Everything else is magnificent. Everything else is above par, fantastic, chef's kiss. I depend on this website. But the fumbles, man. And the only decent place you can get fumbles is NFL.com, and this is college, so but we go back to what he was doing here. So he's lucky we can't see the fumbles, because if we see more than one fumble, we'll instantly write off this man as not good. So not a good first 2 years here, but in 2020, his junior year, he had a pretty decent gosh darn season. So he made up for it. I mean, look at this completion percentage, 73.5%. That is freaking fantastic. In college, you really kind of want to be obviously between like 62 and 65. That's our kind of NFL metric of completion percentage. In college, we want to see it a little bit higher, 65 to probably 67. That's pretty good because college defenses are usually not very good, so you can get better stats like that. But him having 73.5% completion percentage is absolutely freaking fantastic. 3,692 yards, fan-freaking-tastic. 33 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, folks. That's 11-1 touchdown to interception ratio. I'm all about this man. Hey, you only have to have one good season in college to get noticed, and this is what this man did. Absolutely killer year, and then he X's out on top. He's like, hang on, I just had my best year. Let me get out before I have to go another year and prove myself even more. So yes, sir, get out when you can, get that bag when you can, and it looks like he could possibly go the second overall pick here, or the second quarterback taken in this draft here. What a great 2020 year. Now, that is kind of the COVID year. You're kind of all in conference. So we'll kind of look at his game stats a little bit, but let's finish here with the stats and what he did rushing the ball in his junior season. So 254 rushing yards, 10 rushing touchdowns this season. So he put up 43 touchdowns in total, only 3 interceptions. So absolutely magnificent. But let's go back to 2018, 2019. Let's see what the games were like for him. Let's see the losses. I want to see what he did in the losses, and then we'll see what he did this year in some wins. But let's see what happened in these losses in his first season. Back to 2018. So he loses to Utah State, but only attempted 4 passes, so we're not even going to take that. So now he's starting to get into kind of the starting role here. Loss against Northern Illinois, 60% completion percentage, no touchdown, 1 pick. That will do it. Boise State, another loss here, 66% completion percentage, no touchdown, no picks. So the completion percentage is still decent, but not scoring the ball is never good. And then his last loss of the season coming against Utah, 69% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Unfortunate there. But we do take heavy stake into the bowl games. And oh my gosh! Yes, sir! This is what I want to see in his freshman year bowl game against Western Michigan. 100% completion percentage, 18 of 18. I'll give it up for the man. Yes, sir! 317 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's you can't get any better than that. Let's look at this game a little bit deeper. Who was his comp? Who is he going against? He was going against Caleb Ellaby, who had 55% completion percentage, 175 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. So definitely beat his comp. We knew that by seeing the 100% completion percentage. We would say that we don't even need to see the second guy, but very well done. Yes, sir. Zach Wilson killing it in his first bowl game. That's what I love to see. Stepping up to the occasion, having all that time to prepare, and getting it done. Very well done. Let's see if he had any big names on his 2018 roster offensively. Any NFL names we see here? No. So it's not like he even had great weapons that he was going to. Fantastic. All right. We're buying into Zach Wilson a little bit more now. I love it. Let's see what he did in 2019. Hopefully he kept it up. So once again in 2019, we'll look at his losses in his bowl game. So here we go. Loss against Utah. Isn't that who he faced in the bowl game in 2018? So they get a rematch? Let me double check that. His bowl game in 2018 was against Western Michigan. Never mind. All right, let's go back to 2019. All right, back to 2019. First game against Utah, lost it. What do you have? 63% completion percentage, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That will do it. So, in some of these losses, he doesn't score and he turns the ball over a lot. Not great. Alrighty, next loss coming against Washington, 61% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 277 yards. Loss against Toledo, 57% completion percentage, trash, 315 yards, good, 2 touchdowns, good, 1 interception, bad. And then 2 straight losses to close out the season. Ooh, he lost his bowl game here, not great. But let's talk about the loss before the bowl season. San Diego State, 58% completion percentage, no touchdowns, 2 picks, and then he did the same thing in the bowl game against Hawaii. 60% completion percentage, which is still a little light in college. Very light in college, I should say. 274 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. So really floundering there this year. Alrighty, not great. But now we go to his great year, his best year, the absolutely incredible year. And let's see what he did in 2020. Did he even lose any games here? He lost one game. In the game he lost, 63% completion percentage, 240 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. So not terrible. The 1 touchdown is not good, especially when you're going with the 1 interception. So 1-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, not good. 63% completion percentage is kind of right on the cusp of all right in college. But he only had 3 interceptions all season long, and he got back to a bowl game against Central Florida, and he had a magnificent game again. 76% completion percentage, 425 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. What do you do? Rushing anything big rushing? He had 2 rushing touchdowns. That's pretty dang good with only 12 yards. So rushing in the red zone is his thing. So very well done. So Zach Wilson in the bowl games actually very good. 2 of 3 bowl games. I can get behind that. And in 2 of those wins, I mean, absolutely incredible performances. 100% completion percentage, 76% completion percentage, touchdowns. I think he had 5 total, no picks. So I can give it to him. Great junior season, great bowl game kind of record. I'll say good bowl game record because you do have the L in there, unfortunately. But yeah, all right. The stats are swinging us a little bit. But we also have to see what is he looking like on the field. Stats are only half of it, folks. Film is the other half, so let's see the other half here. We get a nice little 10-minute highlight package of what he did in 2020, and I believe this person ordered it correctly where the games are going in order throughout the season because BYU or Navy was their first game of the season. So we're going to kind of get it in order. Hopefully we see some bowl game stuff as well. Want to see that? Let's remind us who he faced in the bowl game to be on the lookout for. In 2020, they had Central Florida. So let's keep an eye out for that game when we look at the highlights because that will be the bowl game. Alrighty, so here we go. Zach Wilson. Highlights of his 2020 season, getting us ready for the 2021 draft. Should Zach Wilson be the second quarterback taken? Let's see what we get here. Here we go, rolling the film. First play from inside the red zone, feels the pressure, and then just dumps it off to his running back. So very well done there, recognizing the blitz right off the rip, finding his kind of safety valve. Very well done. Could also have been a design play because he was looking there right off the rip. So he either recognized, the blitz right off the rip, or that was the design play. Either way, we give the man credit for making the play. Alrighty, on the opponent's 45-yard line, setup screen here, and is he going to take it the distance? He's going to take it. I mean, that's awful defense. But so far, these 2 throws, nothing big. I mean, these are all just kind of, safety routes, nothing big. All right, new opponent here against Troy. Once again, probably from about the 45-yard line. Now he's airing it out, and that's absolutely on the money. Complete, perfect throw. Receiver beat the defender real freaking bad. And Zach Wilson puts it right on the money. So let's count the yards on this one. He's going to, let's say, from the 50 all the way down to about the 3-yard line. So we'll clock it at 50 yards. That's his arm max so far. 50 yards complete on the money. Did they call him down at the 1? They called him down at the 1. Now he comes back. Let's see. Do we get Zach Wilson coming in for the touchdown? Was Zach Wilson that scored it? It went so quick. Here we go. Can we see it again? Yeah, I mean, the highlight went way too quick here. I'm just assuming he ran it in because they showed it. So Zach Wilson, a nice QB sneak for the touchdown. Now in the red zone at the 10-yard line. Gold to go, basically. Flips it past that second defender. This is a tight throw to make. Great coverage here defensively, and you have to, fit it in that tight window. And Zach Wilson is able to make this throw in the red zone. That is a huge clutch throw. Very well done. Alrighty, same game against Troy here. underthrown ball by a lot. This receiver had an easy 5-yard separation on the defender. Zach Wilson kind of underthrows the ball a little bit. You see the receiver having to stop and wait and come back to the ball, and we see the defender was able to kind of close the gap a little bit. He went from a 5-yard separation to kind of maybe a 1.5-yard separation by the time the ball actually got there, and luckily the defender was trash and didn't make the tackle, so it goes for the touchdown. But a little underthrown here. Let's count the yards on it, throwing it from the 25 all the way down to the 40. So you get 25 back to the 50, 10 yards extra, 35 yards in total, throwing it all the way from the right hash to the left sideline. So maybe the arm strength is a little lackluster here. You can't underthrow this ball in the NFL because that's going to get picked every single time. First of all, receivers are not going to be having 5 yards of separation like that. If they can close out quickly, that's going to be a pick. So, alrighty, not a bad throw. We have to give him credit because it was completed, so we will do that. And then a nice little read option here. Very well done. And we'll try to clock the speed a little bit. It's good speed so far. I mean, obviously we can only see 2 yards of it, so nothing great so far, but not as fast as Trevor Lawrence was looking. We kind of said his comp was kind of a step, like a half a step above Ryan Tannehill speed. I think we clocked him at. All right, here we go. Another kind of read option, trying to beat him to the corner. And this man kind of runs a little like Baker Mayfield a little bit. Able to stay in bounds for the touchdown, so that's very well done. He's not the fastest. He's not looking the fastest out here. Alrighty, another pass play, high and outside, exactly where this ball had to be put. Great one-on-one coverage. We get another kind of defender coming over late, but that's great kind of coverage, man coverage. He puts the ball exactly where it needs to be. So great placement for about, what do we got here, 30 yards? Throwing it from the 30-yard line, getting it all the way down to about mid of the end zone, about 35 yards. Pretty clutch here. Great throw, high pointing the ball, getting the ball highly thrown so the receiver can go and high point it himself. So not a bad play there. He's back to running the ball here. Not terrible as well. 3rd and 10, look like design quarterback run. Great block there. Nice little spin move, and then he's able to kind of just stay on his feet for the last 5 yards and extend over the goal line. So the speed is not bad here. It's not bad speed. I want to see a nice run. I want to see a nice little 40-yard run. Just really kind of clock his speed out here. We see he was able, I mean, he's getting beat out of the pocket here. He's not going to catch the edge, so he has to go and throw it. Once again, he's throwing this ball high in the end zone, and that's something I love because you give your receivers a chance to make a play on the ball without having the defender, giving the defender a chance to make a play on the ball. So we're going to note that because we've been seeing it a lot here. Great kind of end zone ball placement high and up. Great end zone placement. Alrighty. Let's keep the film rolling here. And once again, I mean, he's not doing this against the best teams in college because of the COVID season, everything was kind of real centralized, real localized, not really going out of your conference. So that's unfortunate that we don't get him against a real great defense. We'll still keep it up here. But now he's facing UTSA. I don't even know who the heck that is. Utah San Antonio? They got a team? I don't know. So Zach Wilson's going to run it in here again. Let's see this one. Oh, no, he dumps it off. So another little dump off there. Nothing great. Alrighty, dropping back to pass, airing it out. Once again, he's got a real great point on this ball, man. Giving his receivers a chance. If he knows he's got tall receivers, he's throwing this ball high. Do we get another angle on this one? I wish we would. Do we got to replay it ourselves? We do. Unfortunate. So let's replay this one more time. We do have to count the yards on this one as well. But look at that. I mean, just high pointing the ball. This is great coverage by the defender, but just a better ball placement by Zach Wilson. Absolutely magnificent for the receiver to come down with it. Very, very well done. Now let's count the yards. He's going to throw it from the 15, so 35 yards all the way down to the 50. Add an extra 5 yards, 40 yards in total. Fantastic work. Looking real good here. So his ball placement, It's up and above, and that's where you got to be. If you got great receivers who can go high point the ball, great tall receivers, that's where you place the ball. So his ball placement is pretty impressive so far. Alrighty, this is a play that is definitely ran in the NFL, kind of wide receiver screen at the kind of the goal line, 2-yard line. So you kind of got to be quick with the ball here. Real great ball placement, and he's got it all right here. Quick out of his hands, kind of in front of the receiver, maybe even leading him kind of inside more. Because if you throw it behind and the receiver stumbles to catch the ball there, it all the time is the play is blown up at that point, because now the defenders have time to kind of acknowledge the play and kind of push up forward, and you're not able to kind of get into the end zone. So very well done to Zach Wilson there. Dump off pass here, nothing too impressive. All right, going to air this one out for about 25 yards. And once again, in the red zone, this is fantastic. The receiver had about a half a step on the defender, and he's able to place it right on the money. This is a beautiful thrown ball here. So this man's accuracy is pretty impressive so far. His accuracy is the best thing we've seen. Alrighty, in the red zone, once again, kind of just throwing a jump ball up. This one kind of got away from him a little bit. It was a little bit more thrown inside. He saw the receiver have to make adjustments, but, you throw a jump ball up, it gets caught, we give them credit. Throwing this one from the 50-yard line all the way down to the goal line, right at the 1-yard line. So he's got the nice 50-yarders, pretty accurate here. Receiver was kind of wide open, throwing it from the right hash all the way down to the left sideline. This is a huge throw that was able to get there. So he's throwing it from the right hash to the left sideline a lot, folks, and he's doing it really down distance, not even really setting his feet that much. This is a huge, impressive throw. That's a huge, impressive throw. Holy cow. Damn. Damn, that was great. Right hash. This is what I'm writing down. Right hash to left sideline is perfect. It's perfect. It gets there quick. Gets there quick. Even downfield. That's the note. That's the note. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's keep it going here. All right, he's kind of impressing us. As we're seeing more of his stats, we got more impressed with him. As we're seeing more film, we're getting more impressed with this man. I can see what all the hype's about. Alrighty, standing in the pocket, right over the middle. This is a great throw here, standing strong in the pocket. Even though the pressure wasn't coming, it was still standing strong. Didn't want to move out of the pressure. Didn't feel like the pressure was coming. So he's got great pocket awareness, great pocket presence. Doesn't want to run. Isn't looking to escape on every play, and then just sits in there, waits for the route to develop, and then it's open. I mean, that's a mismatch right there. I can see it. I mean, that's size right there, right over them. Yes, sir. And I am impressed with this man. Let's kind of we might have to look at this man tomorrow. Dax Millie? What's this man's name officially? This was the second passing touchdown that we got from him. So let's see. Let's keep an eye on him. Is he one of the Dax Milne? M-I-L-N-E. Dax Milne. Is he good to go? Is he going to be a prospect this year? We'll take a note of that. Alrighty. Now he's back in the red zone, and he's going to take off with it. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Baker Mayfield vibes when he runs. So let's note this down. Baker Mayfield comp speed-wise. Nice little outlet there. He's making the right decision and taking what the defense gives you. I'm all about it. I'm not going to penalize you for taking the checkdowns, of taking what the defense gives you. If it's not, 50-yard bombs every time, that's fine. It's fine. If you're going to do 5-yard dump-offs, that's fine. If that's what the defense gives you, making the right reads, it's still part of the quarterback position. So we give this man credit for making the right reads. Once again in the red zone, man. Yes, sir. High balls so the receiver can go and get it without having the defender make a play on it. This is absolutely fantastic, folks. I absolutely love this man in the red zone. He's getting it done, not turning the ball over, scoring in the red zone on the 10-yard line, 5-yard line, passing plays by using and abusing the one-on-one matchups, knowing that you've got the win, and placing the ball where he does. This is fantastic. Alrighty, let's keep it going here. Alrighty, does Zach Wilson go number 1? Jacksonville, I think you got some comp here with Trevor Lawrence. Here we go. Let's keep it going here. All right, what do we get here? All right, against Boise State, this is a ranked opponent now. This point in the season, BYU is ranked number 9, 7-0. Very well done. And Boise State was ranked 21, only being 2-0. So this is kind of decent defensive comp here. Let's see if Zach Wilson is still impressing us. Let's see. In the red zone, able to kind of scramble, and he's able to get the run. So he likes to run in the red zone. Let's note that. Great legs in the red zone. Great vision in the red zone. Great vision / legs in the red zone. Alrighty. This man's super impressing me. Alrighty, still once again against Boise State. Once again back in the red zone, goal to go, and then he's passing it right on the front of the goal line. This man's whipping it in there. Very well done. He sees the open routes immediately. Right there, play action. Oh, it's there. Sling it. I mean, what is that? A second and a half, 2 seconds full play right there. Fantastic work. So he's got a full toolkit in the red zone. High balls in the back of the end zone. Back shoulder throws. Read option in the red zone. Quick throws in the red zone right at the front of the goal line. I'm all about this man. This man, okay, he may be able to work, folks. There we go. Great placement on the ball right there for the touchdown. Out of all the replays from the back angle, this is the one they choose. This one's wide open. It's decent coverage, but it is wide open. All right, here we go. Throwing it, flicking. Oh, okay. He got a little cocky on this one, but it was still able to get for the completion. You see him just kind of flick it, back foot. He was getting pressured, but it looks like he could have put a little bit more on this one. Luckily, right over the hands, outstretched hands of the defender. But once again, just placing the high floater ball in the back of the end zone, and it gets caught for the touchdown. So, very well done there. Could have floated it a little bit back more. Maybe got a little lazy on the throw, but hey, still a completion, so we give the man credit. Alrighty. We're getting everything in the red zone, which is, hey, I'm not going to complain about it, but, any big throws, any big 40, 50 yarders? We got one so far. And then this one, I mean, folks, once again, look at this ball placement. And he's throwing this one, 25 yards plus add another 5 for halfway back in the end zone. That's a 30-yard throw here. And it's absolutely beautifully thrown, perfectly thrown in the back of the end zone. The receiver had, a step? Half a step? It's about a half a step on the defender, and he's able to place it right on the money where the defender has zero chance at making a play on the ball. We get another look at this one. That's a great ball, man. Damn, that's great. All right, back inside the red zone here. Goal to go, basically. And once again, yes, sir. High pointing the ball there, throwing the ball over the defender where he literally cannot make a play on it. This man is using and abusing the one-on-one matchups, and I'm all about it. If you know you've got the height at the receiver position, if you know you trust your own arm and ball placement, yes, sir, take those shots. I'm all about it. That's how you score in the red zone. That's how I would be calling plays in the red zone. I got the one-on-one matchup. I'm taking the shot. Take the shot. If I trust my quarterback, I'm taking the damn shot. One-on-one matchup. We see it with Tua all the time last season in the red zone. That's what he loved. The back shoulder fades, the high point balls, and we're seeing it here with Zach Wilson. Very well done. Super impressive. Another kind of at the 30-yard line here of the opposing team, just kind of flips it off. This man works in the red zone. This man can eat in the red zone all day. Damn, red zone is great. All right, here we go. From about the opponent's 40-yard line, against number 18 ranked Coastal Carolina. Receiver does all the work on this one. Wide open throw, and then he's able to finish it. All right, from the 2-yard line. Yes, sir. There it is. Wide open. Makes the right read. I mean, this man could have taken off with it. But he makes the right decision passing the ball. So he's not looking to run. He's not a true dual threat quarterback. His legs are just kind of something that he can use. It's in his toolkit. I mean, we looked at his yards. I mean, he didn't even rush for more than like 270 yards in any season of his 3 seasons here. Another great lead ball thrown here. Just getting it behind every line of defense right before it goes out of bounds, and it's fantastic. This man is truly winning me over, folks. I have not watched a lot of Zach Wilson this season, and he's impressing me. This is truly great. Designed quarterback run, beating him to the end zone, and that's a nice 20-yard run, baby. Yes, sir. Get it in. Damn. All right. And this is against UCF. Pretty decent comp here. Alrighty. Trick play here. Ball finds his way back to Zach Wilson, and he absolutely delivers a bullet wide open for the touchdown. Woof. Man, Zach Wilson, I think we got somebody here, folks. Once again, another designed run in kind of, from the 10-yard line in. And this is where this man thrives. He thrives in the red zone. Thrives in the red zone. Did we write that down already? Doesn't matter. We're writing it again. Thrives in red zone. Alrighty, Zach Wilson, another wide open pass there. Still not at the bowl game yet. This is still against UCF, and they're killing him. He's going deep. Alrighty, his first probably potentially picked to throw if this was better defense. Even it was still pretty good defense. Defender looks at the ball right at the end, tries to bat it out last second, just misses it. So I think he gets bailed out a little bit here. Still great arm. What do we got here? Throwing it from about the 45-yard line, getting it all the way down to about the 5, so 40-yard strike there. Just a little bit low and inside. The inside saves him there. Just a tad lower than we were expected to seeing. But hey, it still got there. We give the man credit. And once again, we get another angle. We don't need another angle in this. And is that it? That is it for Zach Wilson. Wow, super impressed by the highlights we just saw. Absolutely a monster in the red zone. Can really exploit any defense. Hey, if you're going to blitz me, I'm going to get it out quick. If you're going to kind of rush the edge, if you're going to crash the edge, I'm going to keep the ball and run outside you. I'm going to design, keep run all the way to the left. I'm going to give the one-on-one matchup to the wide receiver. So great looking things by Zach Wilson. A great senior, or great last season, third season in sophomore season here, and he's going to cash out in the draft. So Zach Wilson, very, very well done. Super impressive. 50 yards is looking to be his max throwing. We haven't really seen anything more than that, so that's a little unfortunate there. But everything else was great. Not turning the ball over, great completion percentage, getting it done in the red zone. What more do you want from this man? Looking real freaking good. So, hey, I think he's a decent quarterback. If you're looking for a quarterback in this draft, I think Zach Wilson is definitely a viable option.